And welcome to another Pick a Card general reading. Today we are doing a reading asking Spirit, what would they say to you right here, right now? Now before I get into it, I do want to give a quick shout out to one of the beautiful members in our community, Matisse. I received your parcel today and these beautiful beach rocks were a part of that parcel, along with one of the things that I love most dearly, cacti purse. So cacti is what I love dearly. I find purses to be very practical though. So thank you so much, Matisse, and I really appreciate all the support that every single one of you guys offer. Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to make that clear. Quick disclaimer about my cat. I just mopped, so the smells in the house have changed again and he's still adjusting. So we might get the odd meow or yowl in the background. I might need to pause partway through certain groups depending on how bad he gets, but he's doing a lot better. So thank you to everyone who's been concerned about him. He may feature in an upcoming video. We'll see how he feels. So we have three groups as usual. A reminder that the question we are asking Spirit today is what would they say to you? So it's a little bit different from our channeled messages because rather than picking up on just their energy, I want to know exactly what they would say to you if they had the chance. So I think that what people say and obviously what people think are two very different things. So we'll see what comes through. Group 1, you have this beautiful beach stone. Group 2, you've got this beautiful beach stone. And I'm filming in the afternoon today, so we'll see how we go with the lighting. By the time I get to group 3, I might have to turn artificial lights on. Group 3, you have this beautiful beach stone. So feel free to pause the video now if you need a bit more time to figure out which of these three groups you're feeling most called to. When you know which group is yours, check the description box below for your timestamps and join me in your reading. Hi Group 1 and welcome. If you chose this beautiful stone from the beach, thank you again to Matisse for sending these to me. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm terrible with names full stop, remembering them, pronouncing them. So I really appreciate this though. This is exactly the kind of gift that I just think is so thoughtful. And I love collecting rocks from bodies of water. So this feels incredibly perfect. So thank you so much. Group 1, today we're asking Spirit, what would your person say to you if they had the chance? So this is not so much their energy or channeled messages. We'll get some at the end, of course. But I want to know if they had the opportunity, what would they tell you? What do they want to tell you? So Group 1, Spirit, what does Group 1's person want to say? We have the Three of Pentacles. I'm going to leave it upright, but it was shown to me reversed, so I'll just keep that in mind throughout your reading. Group 1, Spirit, what does their person want to say? Group 1, what does their person want to say? You have a song as well, Group 1, that's in the description box below. Feel free to watch it before, after, or during your reading. It's up to you. You've got the High Priestess second. Again, a card that was kind of shown to me as a blockage, almost. We have the Death here as well, Group 1. Wow. There's a desire to collaborate with you. This person wants you to admire them. We have the Ace of Cups with the Six of Swords reversed. Wow, I'm going to keep those two together. I don't think that's a coincidence. What would group? We have the Page of Cups with the Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, there's a bit of like, it feels like a longing, if I'm honest. I always get that with this card in a channeled messages reading, but with the Page of Cups there, they don't know whether to reach out to you or not. That's the message that's coming through right now. They're trying to be intuitive about this, but it's a blockage to them as well. They feel like trusting their intuition is also a major blockage because it inhibits them from reaching out as the Page of Cups would. We have the World here. Oh wow, the World clarifying the Death card. The bottom deck energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Holy heck. I'm going to get straight into the deck of character cards as well. I love these just to enhance my intuition. I think it's such a beautiful creative concept. So I'm very grateful that these cards were sent to me, but I'm going to try to get additional intuitive messages. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles, please? We have elves reversed. I had a feeling. All right, that kind of makes sense to me. I'm going to pop that there. What about the High Priestess spirit? The High Priestess, please. Oh, that's interesting. The gun, yeah. A bit trigger happy. Without the violence, I just want to say. The gun to me is about quick action, you know? Wanting things to just bang, happen. Death, please. Can we clarify death? Drunken sailor. Oh, wow. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Hole and sprout. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, can I get the Ace of Cups as well as the Six of Swords, please? What's going on there? Clarified, please. We have the wrestling ring and the maze, both reversed. Wow. Yeah. And these last two cards here, please, can I clarify? Broken heart and camouflage. Wow, that makes complete sense. Bottom deck energy here is spatula. All right, so first of all, what your person would say to you is that you are remarkable. You are such an inspiring, creative. It's weird because the Queen of Pentacles isn't usually labeled as creative group 1, if I'm honest, but for you, you inspire this person to be more. This person finds you to be stable, a strong foundation. You're wifey material with this card. Regardless of gender, you are somebody who could offer a lot of stability and a long-term, it's like an investment. I don't want to say like a commitment. It's literally like, it's beyond that. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is, in this person's opinion, an ideal partner. And I feel as though, based on the spread and the intuitive cards as well, your person didn't realize that until, I don't want to say very recently, but it's like they were in denial until very recently. Your person is desiring a fresh start with you. Some of you may have children with this person. For others of you, they want to create something with you. They feel like you are incredibly attractive right now. Regardless of gender, you are magnetically attractive. You are everything that they could have ever imagined. And they desire to overcome every obstacle in order to be with you. However, there are roadblocks, and they aren't, what's the word? They're not a dreamer, in the sense that they're being very realistic, and I think that your person is somewhat practical as well. They acknowledge that something happened in the past, and they feel like they've kept, they feel like they've kept you waiting for too long with this spatula. It's almost like they should have flipped this situation over way a lot sooner, is the energy that I'm feeling, group 1. They should have flipped this situation over a lot sooner, and they're wanting to do that now. They're wanting to start fresh here. I've used this analogy before, but it's like when you cook a pancake and the top is still raw, but the bottom has become golden brown. In their opinion, they've left this situation for too long. It's almost burning. It's burning within them, and they want to flip this situation over and try again on the other side. They really, really feel this strong pull towards you, and I want you to know that your person is constantly thinking about you and like picturing you, imagining you. If they have the ability to, they're looking at pictures of you. But the main message that's coming through is that they want to get you alone here. They want to work on something with you. They want to show you what they've been working on. It's this feeling of collaboration with this card, if I'm honest. However, they feel that there are too many people involved in this situation. They want you alone. And that's why the elves came out reversed, because on one hand, it feels like the only opportunity that they'll have to reconnect with you or connect with you full stop is going to be in a situation that involves other people. For some of you, it could be at work, it could be in the study field or a study room, a classroom. But for others of you, it's this feeling as though they don't get many opportunities to have you alone. And that is something that they want to say to you, is that they want the opportunity to have you alone. They feel that there's too many people involved in this situation. The Ace of Cups, and see what's going on here is there was an opportunity in the past where the situation could have grounded, emotions could have been shared, but they weren't. They weren't They weren't shared in the past, and your person feels incredibly apologetic about that. They have every desire of coming back with that Six of Swords. For some of you, your person chose another person, and that situation was a dead end for them. It didn't lead to success. It didn't create peace and harmony that they were expecting it to. In fact, for this Six to be reversed, it caused them a lot of disruption, and they're currently trying to navigate those tricky waters. It feels like they're turning around in order to gain peace. It's like they thought it was going to be easy or easier, and it wasn't. In fact, it created a lot of problems, and that's something they're still working through. This Ace of Cups reversed, I think that it's just a real messy situation, their emotions. It could be an indication that your person at this point in time is not ready to extend this cup of emotion to you, but it is something that they've contemplated. It is something that they want. They feel like they need to fight for this. They feel like they've been fighting for this for some time. What they would say is that they haven't given up, but they want you to know that it's been something that they've wanted for a while. It's been something that they've been fighting for a while. And I feel like this person's mind is literally like a maze. They are their worst enemy here. Their thoughts with that Six of Swords, it just becomes a maze of negativity and self-doubt and some self-worth issues. This person has the tendency to think of the worst case scenario, and that's another reason why the Ace of Cups is reversed, because their biggest fear is that the emotions they have for you go unrequited, or that they've let this situation burn for so long that their feelings aren't reciprocated, which is the other reason, and if I'm honest, the main reason that most of you have this Ace of Cups in your reading today. Now, if we move over here, the High Priestess upright is telling me that they are trying to follow their intuition. However, this card came out like that, which to me is a blockage. I don't believe that was a coincidence. This person finds their intuition to be very strong when they think about you. They have a strong gut feeling about how this situation is going to play out, and they're really trying to listen to their gut. However, they also feel like it's a blockage because their desire for you burns. They have been waiting for so long now, and they've made you wait for so long now that they're just burning for the outcome. And that is why we have the gun here, because the gun is talking about fast action, quick action, bang, they just want it now. Now, for a lot of you, we have the Page of Cups here with the Three of Wands, because a regretful decision was made in the past, and it's almost like this person owes you an apology. The next time you speak with this person, they are going to really test the waters with you with this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups person might start off really friendly and playful and lighthearted, and they could progress into harmless flirting. I want to say harmless, but flirting. And eventually, once they feel comfortable, they may consider opening up even more. But I just want you to know that this is only surface energy. The High Priestess here is indicating that there is a lot of emotion beneath the surface. There are secrets in this connection. There is so much that this person is holding back. And they're really waiting for the right time to tell you all of this in person. This apology, it's almost being emphasized by the two cards we have beneath there. We have broken heart. All right, they want to heal this broken heart. That's why it was reversed. They don't want this to be something that is going to label your connection with them for the rest of their life. They don't want to be known, or they don't want to remember you as the person who broke their heart, or vice versa. They really want to heal whatever happened in the past. I feel like they want peace more than anything, but for most of you, this person wants to explore a relationship that is more than friends. I feel that for most of you, it's been a while since you've had an honest, open, connecting conversation with them. So they really want to test the waters. They want to look at you. They think you're incredibly beautiful. So it makes me think that they have the ability to look at you somehow. We don't have any spying energy, but I really feel with this camouflage, what am I saying? Here's the spying energy. They are watching you, okay? And I think for most of you, this person is closer than you know. So take that as it resonates, but this person is closer than you know. the camouflage here is telling me that they are really watching you, and that Three of Wands is saying that they're really watching you as well. I'm trying to figure out why this is reversed again, though. Yeah, so this is that waiting energy. They don't want to be camouflaged. They want to be out in the open here. They don't want to be camouflaged. So they are desiring to come forward, but they're waiting for the right time. Now, death here, death is actually indicating a rebirth for all of you, group 1. Death is saying that this person needs to change, basically. Their behaviors need to change. They're acknowledging that the way that they were treating you in the past was not helpful for the situation. It was not entirely truthful in terms of what they were truly feeling. And moving forward, they are changing their approach. They're coming towards you authentically, but it is scary, okay? The Death card can conjure a lot of fear because it does instigate change. And naturally, a lot of people are afraid of change. Now, this is being driven by a really strong desire to be authentic. So your person will overcome this fear. They want to come back as an authentic person that is a true reflection, showing you a true reflection of their integrity and their behavior. I just really feel like the way that this person treated you in the past actually has created burdens on them. They're not happy with that. It's something that really instigates a lot of sadness because they think, wow, why was I such a terrible person? Why did I act like that? Why did I say that? I really want to make that right. So I feel like they really want peace here, but it is the Sprout card that is making me think that they want a rebirth. And my nose is getting itchy and snotty again, so that always comes through when, and I only realized that when I started really watching other readings, that it's this feeling as though your person is coming back. Your person has a desire to regrow things. They would tell you that they're not happy with the way that they treated you in the past. They want a second chance. And that's being emphasized by the World card reversed. They want change, but it isn't over yet. The Death card is insinuating change, but the World reversed is telling you it isn't over yet. You are someone who they need to, it's like they've been ticking off karmic cycles, if I'm honest. They've been going down their list very recently. They've been analyzing and understanding what karma they need to correct, and you are the last thing on the list. And it's actually a pretty big thing, if I'm honest. The World card is here to say that this is a heavy burden. And this is something they need to make right. This is a balance they need in order to move forward in their life. Now we have whole here because with the Sprout, there has to be an ending is what I'm trying to describe, and that's almost being emphasized with the Death card as well. There has to be an ending in order for something to start here. Your person has to lose something. They have to remove some things in order to grow this new beginning with you. So right now, your person would tell you that they are in a little bit of a hole. They are currently processing a lot of this change. The main message that I'm getting is that your person doesn't feel complete. They don't feel their strongest, if I'm honest. This change has really rattled them, and it's instigated that fear of the unknown, but it's also left them feeling less than the amazing person that they are. So they would tell you that right now they are actually struggling with a lot of this change, which is why I think we have the Drunken Sailor here. The other message that I got with this Drunken Sailor card was that in order for your person to approach you, they might need to be under the influence of something, okay? Your person went a little bit off the rails there for a little bit with this card, is what I'm picking up. Now, they're trying to correct that because they are very aware of their behavior at the moment. They're very aware of how they treat other people and more so how they've been treating their body. But it's almost like if you see that Drunken Sailor vomiting, the other message that I get with the Death card is this purging of emotions. They need to let this out, like word vomit. They have so much that they need to tell you. They have so much that they want it to tell you. Oh, I keep getting hiccups. All right. Now I'm going to get channeled messages from my Oracle deck as well. So group 1 spirit, what would their person say to them if they could tell them anything right now? What would group 1's person say to them? You are wrong. You are wrong. Excuse you. What would group 1's person say to them if they could say anything right now? If you just said something about your person while you were watching this, I feel like that is a direct message to something you might have just said. I feel like your person is facing a lot of adversity here. In their opinion, you have already tapped out of this situation. You're focusing on yourself with this Queen of Pentacles. You're considering them to be in a different situation, perhaps. Yeah, this is quite beautiful, though. Love me, they're saying. Love me. With that Ace of Cups. Oh, I see. Their biggest fear is that they're wrong here. Their biggest fear is that your love isn't reciprocated. We have the Ace of Pentacles, wanting a new beginning, wanting something substantial, something tangible. With that High Priestess card, there are so many secrets here. It's like a lot of the energy shared between the two of you is psychic. It's not grounded, and they want, with that pentacle, they want to ground this. Group 1, we have I want to start a family with you. You are wifey material, husband material. You are long-term material, regardless of gender. They want something substantial. You are incredible, if I'm honest. You might have gotten that group in my last reading, but you're incredible to this person, Group 1. What would their person say to them if they could say anything, please, Spirit? Group 1. What would their person say to them if they could say anything? Yeah, I'm going to take both of these cards. We have the 7 of Cups. I dream about you a lot, too much. And I did feel that you are constantly on their mind. They think about you so much. They just pull you into their world with their energy. And we have I am ready, but it was reversed. So this person wants, and I remember we had the Fool here too. This person wants to step forward. They want to start something with you. They want to flip this situation, do a complete 180. Whatever you're going through right now, they want to flip it 180. But they feel like the timing is out of their hands, or like they're waiting for something. They're so impatient. They're trying to trust their intuition. And my nose is really irritated now, so the frustration is severe, Group 1. They can't wait. We have love is the answer that just flashed itself to me. But what else would Group 1's person say to them, please, Spirit? We have gossip only hurts more. 100% this person is able to keep tabs on you somehow. With that camouflage card, they are much closer to you than you realize, Group 1. For a lot of you, your person has returned to town and they haven't told you, or there's just this feeling like they're able to keep tabs on you somehow, and they just want to swoop in and see the truth for themselves. We have I am coming, trust. This is a Magician card. They are manifesting this. They are coming through with a substantial, what they believe to be a substantial offer. They really just want to correct the scales here. They feel like the karmic scales in their life have been imbalanced for far too long. This connection has been incredibly unlucky in the past. Bottom deck energy is I hope you'll wait for me. That is my 3 of Wands reversed. So impatient. A lot of them think that you won't wait for them. They think that they've kept you waiting for far too long, Group 1. Can I get messages and initials for Group 1, please, Spirit? Who is their person? All right. I let go of a lot of them, so I don't know what that means, but we'll start with initials today. We have the letter L. Interesting. For those of you who don't know, my first name is Lorraine, so I get really excited when I see that L come through. We only have 3 initials today. I dropped most of them. So we have X. So your energy is incredibly tethered, okay? This person thinks of you and all of a sudden they're in your mind, and vice versa. We have a H as well. So only 3 initials today, but that H gives me the energy of hi, you know, like just popping up. Hi, how are you? Hi. Like they just want to pop up in your life. And the L is telling me, what was the word? Longing. Longing. All right, so we actually got a lot of Yes, they're inspired by you. You've made them want more for themselves, group one. You've made them want more. We have a lot of chakras today. Our first chakra is crown. This person has almost been spiritually awakened, or you have. We start at the crown, and then we've got the third eye as well. And then going down, oh, look at that, longing. They are longing for you, 100% with that L. Going down, so we have the crown, the third eye, and then we have the sacral chakra, and finally we have the root. So starting from the bottom here with the root, your person has definitely uprooted aspects of their life. They have undergone a lot of change, and if I'm honest, it feels like they have actually physically moved. Like there's something surprising about this person with that camouflage card. There's something you're not expecting that is going to happen, and it has to do with their impatience. It has to do with their desire. It has to do with the fact that they are so inspired with this sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is ignited. They feel inspired. They feel creatively drawn to you. They want a creative new beginning here, which is interesting because I picked that up over here with the Queen of Pentacles. That's not normally my creative card. I would consider the Queen of Wands to be more creative than the Queen of Pentacles, but you've inspired them. They see you in your success, however you are depicting that to them, whether you have a public social media account or they have somehow been hearing things about you, and it's inspired them to want more for themselves. Now, this moves into our third eye, which is High Priestess energy, 100%. There's this feeling as though their intuition is on fire right now. They're dreaming about you. They're constantly thinking about you. They are longing for you. They want to pop up into your life. They're saying, I'm coming, trust. They want to say hi. They're going to keep it casual initially, but it's because they're testing the waters. They've received signs. They've been seeing synchronicities. Spirit and their guides specifically have been guiding them through this. There is a sense of closure needed here, and they can't have that until they see you. Whether that means that your connection furthers in terms of you two are able to create something together, or whether it's simply them apologizing for the way that they treated you, group one. They feel as though the two of you need to reconnect in order to gain closure. And at the very least, they want peace, group one. But at the very most, they want a future with you. They want a family with you, okay? Now, your other messages over here. I'm grateful for family. I know this one all too well. It hasn't even opened yet, but it's the biggest one in the group. I'm grateful for family. Easter Saturday. Now, this is telling me that they want to spend the holidays with you. You know, they want to create memories with you. They want more with you. I'm grateful for family. We've had that message twice. They want to start family with you. And we had the Empress down here too, which talks about mothering. But it's just this feeling of wanting to create something with you. Now, we have that would hurt. Yeah, broken heart. They need to talk about the way that they treated you in the past, and they need to correct the scales here. That's giving me strong past energy. And it's also part of the reason why they're trying to follow their intuition, group one. Now, I also have July. I'm grateful for intimacy. This person wants to be intimate with you. It's not just about sex, though, group one. This person wants an emotional connection with you. They want to ground this connection. They're sick of dreaming about it. They want to ground this. Now, really quickly, I'm going to get you some advice. So, group one, Spirit, what advice can you offer group one? What do they need to hear? What advice can you offer group one about this situation? It's very simple. Door to romance, 33, creation, fertility, success, collaboration, joy. Focus on the little things here, group one. Don't overthink this. Unfortunately, the cage is still locked. I feel as though you have the key to this person's heart, and perhaps vice versa. You might not like to admit it, but this person might have the key to your heart, group one. What Spirit is saying, and I'm feeling more called to the numbers on this card rather than the message, I feel as though this is the opportunity to, in the very least, have a bit of fun. With the three, I'm thinking of the Three of Cups, you know, coming together, a little bit of celebration. some light-hearted energy. It might mean that the next time that you see this person, it's going to be in a social setting where there's some people are drinking, or there's just this feeling as though you get to forget about the seriousness of your life at the moment, you know? At that moment, you're able to focus on the simple things, and the 33 here is calling for you to really focus on your happiness in that moment. Now, for a lot of you, this is something you've been wanting for a while with that 3. It's something that you've been waiting for a while. You've wanted to collaborate. There's this feeling as though you're coming together. There is a reunion here with that 3. The other message that I got, there's so much coming through, I feel like I'm getting a bit scattered, so I do apologize, group 1. But the other message that I got with this card was that there's almost like a feeling as though you don't need to rush. Okay, your person kind of comes in a really quick way, and they feel all this regret, and they feel this pressure to hurry up and ground this in the moment while they have you. I feel that if you don't want to rush, then you need to have that discussion with them. Like, hey, I do feel the same way as you, but let's not rush through this. Let's just enjoy each day as it comes. There's this feeling as though the 2 of you don't need to rush through this, okay? You can take it slowly and just enjoy each present moment. And I think that's the last message that I got here. Daughter romance. That's quite beautiful, group 1. You've had a lovely reading. Bottom deck energy is the thinking woman. So I do firmly believe that you've been thinking about this a lot as well, regardless of gender. This card is calling for you to release what you cannot control. Overthinking this situation will only create more uncertainty, more fear, more doubt. If you can't control it, don't worry about it. It isn't your burden to bear. So group 1, that's what I have for you. I feel like I need to wash my face. My nose is so itchy. I've just been touching it throughout this whole reading. I hope that resonated. As always, you are the expert in your situation, group 1. Take what resonates and don't let the rest take from you. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi group 2 and welcome. If you chose this beautiful beach stone, then this is going to be your reading. So lovely. I haven't had a good chance to look at them yet, but I love the energy. Ooh, I feel like I just need a welcome group 2. I hope you're all well. Today we are asking Spirit, what would they say to you if they had the opportunity, if they had the chance, what would they say to you? Now I'm going to start with tarot, and I'll also be getting some intuitive messages from the deck of character over here. You do have a song, group 2. The link for that is in the description box next to your timestamp or below your timestamp. Feel free to watch your song before, during, or after. I just want to thank Matisse again, if this is your group. Thank you so much for sending me these beautiful stones. The energy is incredible. I love them so much. It's exactly, I prefer river or water, anything that's been in the water more than I don't know, I connect more with water in my opinion. I'm an earth sign, but I feel really called to the rocks that are found near water. All right, anyway, that was a tangent. So, enough about me. Group 2 Spirit, what would their person say if they could say anything? What would their person say? Wow, we just got the Queen of Cups reversed, but it comes with the Ace of Wands, so that's interesting. Okay, I should separate these apparently. All right, so I'm going to get all your cards out, and then I'll get into the other cards too. There's a strong pull here towards a new beginning. We have the 3 of Cups. Group 2 Spirit, what would their person say to them if they could say anything? Wow, I wondered if he would come out. We have the Emperor with the 10 of Swords here. I want to put them under the Queen. Oh, my nose is still itchy from group 1. Group 2 Spirit, what would group 2's person say? We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. I believe that. They want to get out of the cold. They're sick of this. Last card for you is Justice. This is a very similar message to group 1. I've been finding that lately with group 1 and group 2. The messages are very similar. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. Interesting. So you have 2 queens on the table, and one of them is very aware of the other one. So some of you, this could be a third-party situation. You're the expert in your life. Group 2, only take it if it resonates. Don't let it take from you if it doesn't. But I'm just very aware of the fact that this Queen is looking over at the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is busy staring at her cup of the cauldron, is what I wanted to say. So there's a little bit of disdain towards this Queen of Cups. It's as though the emotions aren't shared. It's as though there's this possessiveness energy there. And the Queen of Wands is incredibly attractive and magnetic. And there's this desire to extend the Ace of Wands towards the Queen of Wands. It's like you hold that ace. They want that new beginning. So I'm feeling your energy here. This energy is foreign. For some of you, it's another person, but for all of you, it's this feeling as though emotions aren't shared. Your person is wanting to tell you that the emotions haven't been shared. They haven't had the opportunity to express them. They've been controlling it incredibly. They almost want to get rid of it. They're like, can we just forget about what happened there? It was so painful. Can we bulldoze it over? I'm sick of controlling this situation. I'm sick of trying to be the one in control. I need this cycle to end. It's so painful. For nearly all of you, it's this feeling as though they just want communication to start fresh. The Ten of Swords can sometimes talk about this feeling as though they haven't been able to communicate with you in a very long time. They're sick of controlling that. They almost want to just bulldoze that over. So if that is another connection, they want you to know that they're trying to clear the air here with that bulldozer. Now, the Ace of Wands is instigating this energy of a rebirth, as though there's going to be a repurposing of old energy, and it has to do with this feeling of rejection, wanting to get out of the cold, wanting to have warmth here, feeling inspired to create something. Now, I just want to say, I've said this before on my channel Group 2, but the aces are opportunities. They're not really promises. So I feel like your person is feeling inspired, as though you hold the wand here. They want to move forward. They're still a bit, I'm not seeing an active plan. What I'm feeling is that they want to tell you that they would like an opportunity to start fresh here, to overcome the rejection. They want to explore something new with you. I feel like this hasn't really happened before. I would be extremely surprised to know that you've had extensive history, because in their opinion, there's still the option for something new between the two of you. Now we move over to our Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups initially felt like a reunion. It feels like this desire to come together. I'm not getting a negative energy there. I'm not getting a complicated energy. In fact, it's the complete opposite. It's this feeling of wanting to remove everything that's complicated in order to create this new beginning. And I feel as though they don't have the power to make it happen. So they're relying on like a third party or like someone else to bring it together. It's something that's too big for them to overcome. For some of you, it's daunting. It's daunting. This person doesn't have the confidence to approach you. They feel like it's too big a task to approach you directly. So they're having to wait until they can come towards you. They're having to wait until somebody else hosts an event or instigates the opportunity for the two of you to be together. And Justice is like they're taking the back wheel here. They're hoping that the scales will balance in their favor. But I feel as though your person, despite the Emperor here, your person isn't taking the initiative. Your person is wanting to control certain aspects here. There's this feeling of discomfort around this Queen of Cups. If it is a third party, they are not happy right now. Group 2, they really aren't. But for a lot of you, they just kind of want to, they just want to tell you the truth. It's a burden. It feels like a betrayal. It's something that's been really weighing on their backs. Please ignore my cat. We have Justice here. Oh my days. Kirk! I just cleaned the house, so the house smell is very different to what he's used to. But he does this a lot. If anybody knows what it means, please tell me. Now, graveyard is interesting. This came out for justice, is what I was asking about. So I feel like for a lot of you, something has to be resurrected. It feels like a huge feat, if I'm honest. Like all of your intuitive cards are big energy. We have a bulldozer, an explorer, mountains, and now a graveyard. Like it would take a miracle, in your person's opinion, for the two of you to be able to come back together. You would have to almost cross countries. For some of you, it's literally out of their hands, and they're in a situation at the moment where they're really not happy. They feel disconnected from you. They feel like the two of you aren't at all where they want to be. And with that Emperor, they want to just like, boom, bulldoze it all over. There's this feeling as though they have to literally move mountains for this reunion to happen. They want things to be easier. Honestly, I would be surprised. From my channeled messages deck, we might get the 7, I just wish things were different card, because that is what I'm feeling here. I just wish things were different. We just got a vomit. Ooh, so there's some things from the past that needs to be purged. Okay, with that vomit card, I absolutely believe that a tough cycle needs to end in order for there to be peace and rainbows again. A waterfall is interesting. So the waterfall card is actually telling me that it's almost like the situation needs to continue. I'm just feeling as though it's stagnant right now, if I'm honest. And the waterfall is something that can bring... I don't know why, I'm just picturing it like a waterfall feature in an aquarium, where it kind of is used to help the water circulate, to bring oxygen in, to breathe new life into the environment, to stop the situation from stagnating. They realize that this needs to be an ongoing effort, and they want to tell you that they are willing to put in that work, but they just don't know if they can move the mountains to make it happen in the first place. They feel like they need to rely on the universe to bring this situation into the clear. So they want you to know that they would love the opportunity for a rebirth here. They would love to repurpose the old energy. They hate where you're at the moment. They feel very cold. They feel disconnected. They feel emotionally disconnected. They feel like they're not able to tell you the truth with that 10 of Swords. They feel like they've actually betrayed themselves and you. But they also feel like they have to literally move mountains in order for this to work. So they feel like, for a lot of you, your energy is elsewhere. You're incredibly attractive, and yet you're also completely unavailable. So, I mean, they would love a new opportunity, but it feels incredibly difficult, if I'm honest, Group 2. And they're thinking about this very analytically, 100%. They're not really in their feels anymore. They're thinking about this with their head, not their heart. Bottom deck energy is womb. It's like this period needs to, there's a period of growth that needs to happen without your intervention. It's like even if you wanted to do something, you can't, you know, you've just got to let this process unfold naturally as though it's out of your hands. All right, so I want to get channeled messages. So Group 2, Spirit, what would their person say to them if they could say anything? Group 2, what would their person say to them if they could say anything? I dream about you a lot, they're saying. The 7 of Cups. There's a bit of confusion here about emotions. They are confused over how you feel. They are confused over how you feel. Did I say that twice? I said the exact same message twice. So they're very confused about how you feel. They don't know if you reciprocate what they're saying. Now we have the 9 of what they are feeling, sorry. We have the 9 of Swords here, which is saying there is pain that still needs to be healed. They try to suppress it. They try to distract themselves. There was a period where your person was spending a lot of time dreaming about you. Oh my days. Sorry, guys. He does that every time he goes down the hallway. It's very frustrating at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., etc. I think he stopped. All right. So this 9 of Swords is telling me that there is pain here, and it hasn't really been able to heal fully. Your person is feeling as though they have hurt you in this situation, but they're also feeling hurt themselves. and it's something that has been manifesting in their dreams, almost like nightmares, and there's a lot of regret there as well. It's like this situation hasn't come full cycle yet with that 9. They want it to end with this 10. They want it to end. That's what they want to tell you, is they want this to end. I just saw, I miss you, do you? So there's a lot of emotion that they suppress, group 2, because it's so painful. The only Cups cards were the Queen of Cups, which was reversed, and the 3 of Cups. They would love the opportunity to have fun with you and to create memories with you, but it feels like there are mountains between the 2 of you. We have my life started when I met you. This is my 2 of Cups card, and it's reversed. They feel like this separation is really taking its toll on them. They feel incredibly distant from you. We have I'm a very jealous person. And we also have do you even care? I feel like that's my cat right now. My cat is incredibly possessive, like holy heck. But your person is really struggling with this separation. They're trying to distance themselves as well. So not only do they feel like there are mountains between you, but they're actually trying not to keep up with your life because it brings them a lot of sadness. With the I'm a very jealous person reversed, your person is trying to keep themselves in check right now. They're having to put you at an arm's length in terms of perhaps they're not accessing social media as often as they used to because it hurts them to see so many photos of you living your life without them. That is one of the scenarios that I'm picking up on. But the do you even care reversed card is really telling me again that this person is feeling incredibly separated, like the 2 of you can't even have this conversation. The 2 of you aren't even able to sit down and ask each other, well, what do you want? What do you care about? Do you even care about us? They feel very disconnected from you, group 2, and they try not to think about it, but they want to end the cycle. They really do. Group 2, Spirit, what would their person say to them if they could say anything? There is a lot of confusion. There's a lot of pain. Oh. What would group 2's person say to them if they could say anything? Yeah, I lie awake thinking about our future, the 4 of Swords, but it's reversed. They hate the stagnation. My nose is incredibly itchy, so your person's biggest wish is that they could re-enter your life, that they could close the distance between the 2 of you. I lie awake thinking about our future. They hate the stagnation. It's so frustrating. They try to distract themselves from this. They try to literally do anything and everything they can to stop themselves from getting really down and out about this. Your person is incredibly analytical right now. They're trying to think logically. They're trying to focus on the positives, but they have a lot of regret here. I'm not going to lie. We have do you even see me that way? But it's reversed. So I feel like they know in their heart, they know that the 2 of you share mutual feelings. However, they're almost like not allowing that to even be on their agenda. They're putting it so far away. It's like they're locking it up in a box and then they're placing that box on the top shelf because it's just too much. They don't want to be in their feels, and you're someone, well, this situation is something that really puts them in their feels. Now we have I want you to choose, but it's reversed. There's a lot of confusion here. We have I just wish things were different, but it's reversed. Yeah, they're feeling incredibly blocked. They want to clear the air. They want to bulldoze through this situation. They want to just clear it all out and start new. The I just wish things were different card, I felt that from the beginning. There's regret here. If they could, they would uproot their life in order to correct their mistakes. They feel like they have a lot of regret here, group 2, I'm not going to lie. We have light reversed. So it is a situation that weighs heavily on them. At times it draws them into very negative spaces, and they feel that you pick up on that. They feel that it's a burden to you as well. They just want you to know that they're trying to work through that. They don't want to be a burden here. They want to end this cycle. They're trying to work with their heavy situation, their heavy feelings, but they are struggling, group 2. Now I want to get some initials and messages from my tissue box. So Spirit, group 2, can we get some initials and messages? Who is their person? Group 2, Spirit, what would they say? Who is their person and what would they say? Oh, I'll just switch that up real quick. All right, we've got a lot for you. So I'm going to start with initials today, and then we'll get into the messages. I'll pop those over there for now. All right, so first initial for you We have J. We also have an S. We also have a V, which usually says victory, but I'm feeling very defeated right now, I'm not going to lie. We have an M. We have an O. We also have an F. And we have an E. And our last initial, or so I believe, there could be one hiding in there, is K. So we have K, O, E, F, M, V, S, and J. Now, in terms of the messages, we have forgive 100%. This person feels that there was a betrayal in your connection. We have remembering, absolutely, absolutely. In fact, it's very painful. It's really painful. We also have heart. Yeah, their heart chakra needs healing, if I'm honest. Their heart chakra is a little bit twisted right now. With the green on this card, they are trying to really get through some of the heavier feelings that they're experiencing. And they feel that it's burdensome because they don't want to bring that into the connection. And they feel like they have to go through a lot of this alone, which is even more taxing. They wish they could share it with you, but they don't want to burden you, group 2. We have March. I'm grateful for my soulmate. So they feel an incredibly strong connection to you. My 2 of Cups card is usually a soulmate card. My life started when I met you, and yet it's reversed here because this separation is just really taking its toll on them. We have 17th of April. I'm grateful for my twin. So there's a lot of indication that the 2 of you have very intertwined energy. We have October, I wish I told you, and we're coming into October now. So this feeling as though this situation has gone on for far too long, if I'm honest. Like, it's actually stressful for your person. And I just feel really like agitated at the same time. Like, I just want to do a million things. I'm sick of sitting still and not being able to do anything about the things that are making me unhappy. That's how your person feels. We also have July. I'm grateful for intimacy. So they want to be intimate here. They feel so removed. They feel so separated. They want to be closer to you in every sense of the word. Now we also have Kirk. Shh. We have February. I am grateful for my love, which is really playing into all the Cups cards we have here. Most of them are reversed. There's a lot of confusion. They're trying to heal their heart space, and I think that unfortunately they have to go through a lot of pain in order to heal. They have to acknowledge the pain in order to heal. And obviously it's painful, but they know that it's only going to be temporary, and that is something that is really helping them through this. They know that it's only temporary. They almost want this. Yeah, they want protection. They want to be shielded. They're having to step back and just let this situation unfold naturally. As frustrating as it is, they have to sort through a lot of the pain here, group 2, in order to really heal themselves for this situation, for your connection, should I say. Now we have maybe here, ... So there's like there's a lot of unknowns, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of things out of their control. And I feel like their mind is constantly ticking over different plans, different possibilities, different ways to bridge this separation between the 2 of you. I'm sorry, I really have to wipe my nose. It's been incredibly itchy throughout your whole reading. Oh, goodness. That's really crazy. That's like next level itchy. It feels like a foreign object on my face. This person's biggest desire is to close that distance between the 2 of you, and they spend a lot of time just trying to surrender to the situation, because otherwise their mind could just think about it for hours and hours and hours. The other messages you have, group 2, are January. I'm grateful for you. You are an incredibly unique person, group 2. You are so precious to your person. There is nobody on this earth like you. And I just realized the song that you guys have. This song has been popping up a lot lately. So for many of you, you might have gotten a reading in the past from me that was your song as well. But your song is Are We Still Friends by Tyler the Creator, sorry. And it really feels like this energy, like your person has just done too much or not enough was done. It feels like there was a betrayal between the two of you, and it really weighs on this person's heart space. But you are also something that gives them a lot of hope, if I'm honest. You're also something that, despite the pain that they're feeling, it's pain that existed before you. And it's only when they just realized how much they want to be with you that they realized how much pain they have to heal first as well, if that makes sense. We have same. I feel the same. So if you have been down and out, group 2, your person has really been in a rut, and they acknowledge that their energy is so tethered to you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about my cat. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys can't hear it as much as I can. I really try to edit my videos so that you only hear my voice and not all the distractions, but my cat is just ridiculous right now. Okay, group 2 spirit. Can I get some advice for them, please? Okay, I'm going to keep those because I don't believe in coincidences, but I want to get more. So group 2, please, spirit. Aww. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And if I'm honest, I was showing this card as I was shuffling all the decks from group 1 just to re-establish the energy. So I did suspect that this card would come out for you. It felt like it was a what's the word? Like a foreshadowing for the reading ahead. Now your bottom deck energy is hostilities reversed. So listen, the biggest advice for you, group 2, is to not take on your person's karma. And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling drawn to the K here. So I really feel as though they're going through a lot. They're really trying to heal. That is what they're trying to focus on. They feel incredibly apologetic. There's so much love for you, but they just feel like this whole situation is out of your hands and out of their hands. And your spirit is asking you to not take responsibility for their karma here. Hostilities reversed is asking for you to seek peace in your own way. I really feel like the opportunity to communicate about this is coming, but at the same time, it's like focus on your own home is a message that's coming through, which is weird, but it's like tending to your own bed of roses before you offer to help somebody else. And that's another weird analogy, but it's just that feeling of, you know, when you fly, for example, and the air hostess will they say to you, oh, my nose, I'm so sorry, group 2. They tell you that before you, what am I trying to say? Sorry, group 2. Before you attempt to help somebody else, make sure that, you know, you fix your own mask first. That is the main message that I'm getting here. I feel like your energy is incredibly intertwined, and I know that we've had a lot of distractions during this reading. I apologize for that, but it's this feeling as though your energy with this person just gets taken for a ride, and sometimes you're tired, you don't even know why you're tired. You dream about things, you don't even know why you dream about them, you know? There's so much going on between the two of you. So really, Spirit is asking for you to try to focus on peace in your present moment, really finding moments of quietness and solitude to ground yourself and to not get wrapped up in this hostile energy, because it isn't yours, group 2. Journey came out because this situation is definitely out of your hands. It's an ongoing situation though, okay? You do have choices with this too. As uncertain as it is, you do still have choices, and that is something that Spirit is emphasizing with this card. You're not as lost as you think you are. So really live in your present, group 2. That's the best thing that you can do. While you can't control this situation, while you can't control the outcome of this situation, really focus on your present. Focus on grounding yourself in your present. Spirit is indicating you're not as lost as you think you are, and you don't have as many blockages as you think you do. You still have choices, group 2, with that card. You still have choices. Walking away. reversed is telling me that your biggest blockage is that you have a big heart. And that's not a bad thing, group 2. That's not a bad thing. But your heart leads you to some very interesting places. And before you know it, you're incredibly entangled in a situation that wasn't your burden to bear. Walking away is reversed because I feel that a lot of you, it's not that you need to leave this situation, but perhaps there are other areas of your life that need tending to. And really, another message that's coming through for some of you is that there's this feeling as though even if this person isn't here, there's somebody else in your life who you would fix your energy on because they need help, and then somebody else comes in and they need help, and Spirit is indicating that you're helping all these other people, but you're not giving your energy to yourself. Spirit is indicating that you're spending too much time trying to help everybody else when you actually need to be helping yourself right now. You actually need to be focusing on yourself right now. You're almost too quick to put your hand up and say, yes, I can do that. Yes, I will help you. Yes, yes, yes. And really what you need to be saying is, well, no, actually, I can't. And it's not that I don't care about you, but right now I just need time for myself. And I think that that is something that you might struggle with, group 2, is establishing those boundaries. And it's healthy. These are healthy boundaries. You're not rejecting the people that you love. You're telling them that you need time for yourself, and that when you feel whole again, when you feel stronger again, you will be back to help them again. But right now, you need to focus on establishing those healthy boundaries. Now, your other card was strategy. Oh, sorry, my face is still really itchy. Strategy is telling me that it's almost like don't get too... I really feel, group 2, that there are other areas of your life that Spirit is trying to pull you towards. It's almost like you're ignoring your other options here. And it's not to say that, you should be out there looking at other people or seeking other relationships, but it's almost like there are other areas of your life that you should be investing energy in. This is giving me the 3 of Wands vibe. It's like you have other options out there, and it's not all romantic. Some of these options are career. Some of these options are in terms of your home situation. You have the potential to create something else here for yourself. And I feel as though maybe what's creating a lot of fear right now in your life is the fact that your plans are too long term. Your plans are, and that makes you feel even more confused and uncertain because you don't know what the future holds. And to be fair, with the year that we're experiencing, not a lot of us can predict what is happening next. So I feel as though there are things right here and right now that you could be investing your energy in, group 2. There are other things in your life that you could be focusing on. For some of you, it's creative. I feel really, it might be the Queen of Wands, but I feel a strong Wands feeling here. There are other areas of your life that you could be focusing on, and it's not about distracting yourself. It's just about the fact that you've maybe been neglecting those areas lately. Just refocusing your energy there. So group 2, that was your reading. I apologize for my loud cat. He's incredibly possessive and has to always be touching me, otherwise he yowls. If any of you guys have cats and you know what that sound means, please tell me how you deal with it. I've tried pheromones, I've gone to the vet, I've tried, I work from home 2 out of 5 days, so I just don't know what else to do. But in terms of your situation, group 2, I really feel that your biggest advice right now is to stay present, if I'm honest. With all the reversals here, some of these blockages don't exist. Some of the fear isn't necessary. How about we just focus on what we can control and stay as present as we can? And I'm really feeling called to reference all of the times that I've been distracted in this reading, either by my cat or my itchy nose, or, trying to decipher the energy of your person. There's been a lot of distractions here. So I feel like your biggest advice is to really try to ground yourself in your present, to focus on the areas of your life that need tending to, and to pull your energy back. because you've been investing it into some things that have just been taking. So focus on the here and now, and don't let the uncertainty of the future create more fear and more blockages in your present. I hope that resonated, Group 2. I apologize for all the distractions once again. Please stay safe wherever you are. Remember that you are the expert in your life. Take what resonates and don't let the rest take from you, Group 2. Stay safe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Group 3, and welcome. I'm just pop that over there for now. If you chose this... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for those of you who wear headphones. If you chose this beautiful beach stone, then this is going to be your reading. Now, I know it looks different now. I've had to switch to artificial lighting because I had to film in the afternoon today. It's about 6:30 where I'm filming, so way too dark to use natural lighting. Now, I want to give you a disclaimer, Group 3. I recently acquired a cat who chose me at a shelter for a very unknown reason. He is very anxious at the moment because, well, he's still adjusting to this house, but also I mopped the house. So I've sprayed pheromones, I've spent a little bit of time with him, but he may intervene in your reading. Unfortunately, I may need to pause the video to settle him down again. He's very elderly. He's about 80 years old in human years, so very elderly cat. The Group 3, the message we are asking Spirit today is, what would your person say to you if they could say anything? So I'm going to pop your stone over there, and I'm going to start with tarot. I'll also be getting some intuitive cards from the deck of characters. I'm going to be getting some messages, some initials, and then I'll be getting some oracle cards at the end. I'll be using channeled messages from my deck as well. I just want to remind you that you do have a song, Group 3, that's going to be in the description box. It'll be linked below your timestamp. Feel free to click on that before, during, or after your reading. It's up to you. There may be additional messages in those lyrics. So Group 3, Spirit, what would their person say to them if they could say anything right now? Group 3, please. What would they say if they could say anything? Group 3, please, Spirit. Okay, your person is wanting to tell you that they see the truth now. They see the truth. In fact, they feel, don't say that. They feel like an idiot, Group 3. They feel like a fool. Like, how did I miss this? How did I not know this? They're trying to focus on their future right now. The truth is, they can see a future with you, and that's being emphasized by our 9 of Cups. They can see a future with you, Group 3. They feel like they could make you very happy. They feel as though they need to overcome a lot of adversity. They feel as though all of this is a surprise to you. I have a feeling that they haven't told you any of this, but what they would tell you is that they've had an awakening lately. Recently, should I say, not lately. They've had an awakening recently, and they're very focused on their future. They can see a future with you. In fact, you are a dream come true. But they can't rush in right now. And I feel that communication between the two of you is limited. I mean, that could be why you're here watching a pick a card reading, but the Knight of Swords, there's sadness there. There's a desire to be impulsive. There's a desire to be reactive and responsive and to rush in, but the truth is they can't right now. What would they say to Group 3, Spirit, if they could say anything? What would they say to Group 3? They're trying to power through this situation. They're facing very difficult times, and they feel incredibly exhausted. Energetically, they're drained. But this card talks about perseverance. It's almost like it's a long road here. And I mean, it should be, it's the future, you know. But in terms of a future with you, it's going to take a lot of effort. And they're not going to give up, but they need time, is something that's coming through. Your person is a very patient person, but they don't know if you are, Group 3. They're not willing to give up. However, they feel like they're facing a lot of adversity. What would they say to group 3? What would they say? What would they say? Yeah. Oh, there's 2 cards here. All right. So they feel as though there needs to be peace here. This is something that's come through in every reading, but yours is a different tale. Group 3, there was a situation in the past when communication, it's either they ghosted you or someone withdrew. There could have been resolution. They could have hashed it out. They could have spoken up. They could have settled it right then and there, but they didn't. Instead, they seem to sneak away. It's almost like they treated you unfairly or they acted unfairly. This is a message that comes through quite often, but bottom deck energy is the sadness that I was feeling with that 9 of Swords. If I can just get my head around this for a quick second. I'll just wipe my nose too. My nose always leaks when I'm channeling. No matter what time of the day, I'll have no sinus issues, but as soon as I do a reading, my nose just gets really gross. So really what I'm picking up here, group 3, is that your person, like, they're thinking about the future because it helps them get through their present. But their present right now, it's quite complicated, if I'm honest. They're tired, but they don't want to give up. They want to talk to you, but they can't right now. They see a future with you, and yet the past is really tricky. That's the main reason why the 7 of Swords came out. The past is tricky, they're saying. There's this feeling as though, despite their hoping, despite the fact that they can envision it, the 2 of you may have very different futures with this 3 of Wands. It's like, I can imagine a future with you, and yet I don't want to limit you by making you wait until I can get my stuff together. They really wanted to say a different word, but I'm censoring it. They're saying that they don't want you to wait for them, and yet you could make them incredibly happy. And so it's like it's a hard, it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place, your person, group 3. They want to end this pain, if I'm honest. So there's so many swords here. Look at that. We have the page and the queen under there as well. So they're keeping tabs on you with that page. There is a desire to communicate, and yet it's like they're withholding communication for a reason. I'm a little bit confused, if I'm honest. I'm going to get some intuitive cards from the deck of characters, should I say. Can we clarify the Judgment's energy, please? I'm feeling an awakening. I'm feeling truth. I'm feeling like somebody is being forced to face the truth after denying it for so long, and yet the truth has caused inaction as well. Why, Spirit? Can we clarify those energies? We have Womb. That's interesting. This came out for group 2 as well, and I shuffled this deck. Womb for me is an energy of somebody needing time to almost like incubate, to almost marinate on the situation. They can't do much, so they just need a safe place to wait until the time to act is appropriate. What else can you tell me about that Knight of Swords? It's like they have all the information they need. Now they just need to wait for the right time to use it. Group 3, Spirit. Oops. We have the Meadow. They want peace, 100%. Look at that love potion. They want peace. Oh my days, that's making me think of Twilight. I don't know if we have any Twilight watchers out there or readers, but the Meadow is just giving me like this desire to just, it's beyond dating. It's just being in a beautiful place at the same time with privacy. There's romance there as well. It's almost like I don't want to rush in because that's not going to help the situation. I'd rather take time, wait for the right time, and do it the right way. That is what your person is saying. And I know that that could be frustrating. They're an incredibly patient person. They're not giving up. despite the fact that communication may be non-existent or very minimal, they're not giving up. They're just having to be patient right now. They're having to wait for the right time to use the information that they've recently acquired. The truth is completely obvious to them. If I'm looking at just the top row, the truth is they can imagine a future with you. Right now, that's what they're focusing on, is their future. They're starting here. It's exhausting though. And they want to make you happy with that Nine of Cups. Can I clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please? Crystal, yeah, it's like crystal clear vision. They have their eyes set on a future with you. But what's causing anxiety is this Nine of Wands. This feeling as though you won't be able to wait for them to overcome their obstacles. What is going on with that Nine of Wands, Spirit? The Wizard, yeah, it's going to take them a little bit of time to create this. Okay, they know that they're powerful. They know that you're powerful. But it's going to take them time to create this. And that's something that they want to be honest about. Sorry, I just have to... Oh, I feel like I've been all over the place for this reading. So group 2 was horrendous. I feel really sorry for them. So I'm sorry, group 3. It's not as bad. My cat isn't yowling, touch wood. So we'll see how we go. But really what I'm picking up on is actually quite a peaceful energy. Like your person has... They're exhausted, not going to lie. There is anxiety here. At times there's a lot of fear. There's a desire for completion. We have 3 9s and then we have a 10 over here. And with the Judgment, that's 20. They're going to get through this. And they know that. But unfortunately, it's going to take time. And they don't want to put you out by making you wait for them. Even though you could make them so happy and they just want you to be happy as well. Oh, anyway, we'll jump up to that card. 9 of Cups, please, Spirit. Can we clarify that 9 of Cups? We have Mother. Oh, wow. Mother. So with that 9 of Cups, there is this feeling of fulfillment, of happiness. It's almost like a nurturing energy with that Mother. It's this feeling as though the two of you could really nurture this connection. But unfortunately, a lot of that has to be done individually here. If they could, honestly, they would just wrap you up. They would rush in and just hold you, if they could. But they can't, unfortunately. And there is regret there. Your person is really forcing me to slow down. I feel like there's a lot of pauses between my messages for you. And I feel like that's their energy right now, group 3. They're in a very... There's not a whole lot that they can do. So they're just spending their time working on their future and also reflecting on what that will look like with you. For some of you, they want to have a family with you with that Mother card. They want to tell you that they just want you to be happy with that Mother card and the 9 of Cups. They just want you to be happy. More than anything, they feel protective over you. They feel as though the two of you belong to each other, but more than anything, they just want you to be happy, group 3. This is an incredibly selfless person. They see the two of you together in the future, and they feel very attracted to you in terms of you're their person. However, they don't want you to put your life on hold for them. And that's quite a beautiful way of looking at it. I don't feel that much sadness when I say that. There's like an acceptance there that that's what you deserve. You just deserve to be happy, which is really beautiful. Can I clarify this cluster down here, please? What's going on down here, Spirit? We have Fairy. Oh, they just wish they had the magic wand, group 3. They wish that you or someone or their fairy godmother could just come with their magic wand and fix all of this chaos. The past is so tricky, and there's a lot of regret there for how the situation came to be. Your person is really trying to fix whatever happened in the past by making your future brighter, better, and filled with happiness. That's what their desire is. But they wish they had a magic wand. They wish it was as easy as calling on their fairy godparents or their genie or just someone, even just God. They're asking God, please help me heal this situation. Help me work through this. I don't want the past to destroy our future here. It's quite beautiful though, group 3, if I'm honest, because your person just wants you to be happy. Is there any other messages that I might have missed, Spirit, before we move on? All right. Bottom deck energy is stereo, so pay attention to music, group 3. Your person is sending you messages via music, apparently. Wrestling Ring is telling me that there will be like a showdown. There's a climax coming, okay? There's going to be the opportunity to come together. However, the wrestling ring is actually feeding more into that 9 of Wands energy, that feeling of you're exhausted but you can't give up yet. That is where your person's energy is at. I apologize, I'm going to wipe my nose for the 1100th time. Oh, goodness. I feel like it's such a foreign object on my face right now. The wrestling ring is really playing into that 9 of Wands energy. They're exhausted, but they're not going to give up. And that is something they really want to tell you. They're not going to give up. They're holding a candle here. They're burning a candle for you. There's not a lot of action here in your present. In fact, they feel very disempowered by the present situation, but they're not letting that impact the way that they see their future. And they're hoping that you're doing the same. Now, your last card, Open Road. Wow. So they feel like possibilities are endless here. But at the same time, they're really looking at the future. They're completely ignoring the present. Oh, my face. I'm so sorry, group 3. They're really ignoring the present. And I don't know if that's something that is helpful, if I'm honest, because they're not really taking ownership over their current actions. We have the claw here as well. Ooh. So they feel like reaching out could have negative repercussions right now. That's the main energy I got from that. They feel like if they were to reach out, they might hurt you or hurt someone else or hurt themselves. Reaching out right now would have negative repercussions. We have patience at the bottom of this deck. Patience. They're asking for more time, group 3. What else? Enthusiasm. Yeah, they do see a future with you, but there's this feeling as though they have to overcome a lot of adversity, and they're asking for patience in order to do so. What was that? We have flexibility. Yeah, I feel like this person is putting you in a compromising position, and they don't think that they are, which is even more frustrating, if I'm honest. Because on one hand, they're saying, I want you to be happy, but on the other hand, their future is you. So they're keeping you in a compromised position because you are their happiness. And if they can't have you, then they can't have happiness. Bottom deck energy is pleasure reversed. There is a lot of pain that they hide. I can't really feel it too much, if I'm honest. I feel like I'm just a bit tired. I feel like my nose is a foreign object on my face, but the pain is, it's like they distract themselves with the future in order to keep themselves away from this pain that they feel right now. Your person feels like they weren't authentic with you. That was shown over here. The card was authenticity, and then we have action reversed as well there. But what my eye went towards is the 7 of Swords reversed. So unfortunately, they can't have this, even though it would make them so happy. They can't move towards this future with you right now because it would be sneaky and it would be some sort of, it's like they have to put you in the future, which I think is somewhat unfair, group 3. But I'm going to get you some initials now, and I'll get some more messages from here, and we'll see what else Spirit has to offer. It's a very interesting reading, if I'm honest. This energy feels incredibly foreign to me, and I feel that your person is wearing a mask. They're not being authentic with themselves right now. It's like they're having to perform in their current life, and you, what they're telling you is all futuristic. They can't see you in their present, and there's a lot of pain here that they suppress. They would love to be happy, but they're not. And I feel like I'm being so dramatic, but that's how their energy is coming through. It's coming through in bursts, and then there's just nothing. So it's a really hard energy to read, if I'm honest. It's coming through as just like little bits, and then there's like nothing, and I have to just try to prompt them with all these decks. Now I'm going to try to get initials, and I'll also try to get some messages. And just a word of warning, my cat is out and about. He might start yowling. There we go. Like clockwork, Kirk. All right, I'm going to start with initials. You just always... Kirk, you're being ridiculous. All right, so let's put those to the side. We have a U. You. They're almost obsessive. You are a little bit of a distraction for them, actually. We also have an X. They need to cut something from their life, but they're almost refusing to, group 3, if I'm honest. That's something that just came through with that X. They need to cut something from their life, but they're refusing to. That's why this Knight is reversed. The truth is, yes, they're unhappy. They know what they should do, and yet their actions are limited. They're allowing the situation to gestate with that womb. They're not taking accountability for their actions right now. We have an O here as well, which is making me think of that open road card. They need to clear the room. It's like they're just lighting a candle and going, please God, let this work. But you need to take responsibility of your actions. We also have a B here. We have a Y. Your person feels like they've been fighting this for quite some time. In their opinion, they know it's going to take a lot more. They know it's going to take a lot more, and yet they're already so exhausted. We also have a H, which always makes me think of hi. Like, hi, just wanting to pop up in your life again. We have a V. They want victory, but the main energy I'm picking up on group 3 is exhaustion, if I'm honest. They want to be victorious, and yet they feel like they're stuck in this 9. It's like they're 90% of the way there, and they're refusing to do that last 10% right now. They just need more time. We have A as well. That's your last initial. So we've got A, V, X, U, H, Y, B, O. Now in terms of messages, we have throat. So I feel like their communication is, and this came up in all 3 groups, but for you, it's intentional. Group 3, they are intentionally withdrawing communication. Communication right now would be complicated, they're saying. It's going to hurt people. It could hurt them. It could hurt you. And for some of you, group 3, it could also hurt somebody else. We also have inspired. So this truth, whatever this awakening was, it inspired them to recognize where their true happiness lies. But their actions are really limited right now, so they believe. We have remembering. So they're starting to unlock bits of themselves, past lives, past memories, ways of recognizing what they've already learned in other lifetimes. They're starting to remember why they're on this earth and what they're supposed to be doing here, especially with that Judgment card. It's a pretty significant awakening, and yet it's almost a really daunting task, and it feels like they don't have enough time to do what they need to do. So it's almost easier to just put things on the back burner for now. And parts of those things is this connection, unfortunately, group 3. They're very strategically pulling away. We have solar plexus. In order to focus on other areas of their life with that solar plexus chakra, they're having to pull away in order to focus on other areas of their life. We have choices. 100% this person has choices. They need to make choices. We have love. They're trying to follow their heart, but their head is so twisted in this reading. We have so many swords, especially at your bottom deck. So many swords, so many thoughts, so many possibilities. It's overwhelming to this person. And we have sleepless, absolutely. Absolutely, with that 9 of Swords, very sleepless. And I apologize, I need to wipe my nose again. Oh, group 3. If this is the first time you're watching my reading, I promise I'm usually much more together than this. We also have crown chakra. So in terms of chakras, you had crown, throat, and solar plexus. So your person is receiving spiritual downloads through their crown chakra. They're receiving synchronicities, they're receiving messages in their dreams. They're very aware that what they're doing right now isn't true to their purpose. They're having to focus their energy on certain things right now because their physical body is very limited, as we all are. Despite the fact that their soul wants more, despite the fact that their heart wants more with you, group 3, they're having to really be selective over where they harness their energy with that solar plexus. And they have so much to tell you, but they're having to put this connection on the back burner until they can work through the other things in their life. This is incredibly big, and it's only just started for this person. All right, now the other messages we have is that would hurt. And I firmly believe that they are withholding right now because it's quite a big thing. They need to overcome other obstacles right now. For some of you, there is another person involved, and they don't want to hurt that person. They need to do this the right way. Now, your other message is separation, August. Absolutely. I do feel that most of you are in separation of some sorts. There's very limited communication here, if any, if I'm honest, group 3. Now, the other messages, should I say, is if only. Absolutely. You feel like a distraction. I'm sorry, but this connection does not exist in their present. They feel like the two of you live in completely different worlds. Your world isn't their world, group 3, and they think of you as a dream. You're a wish. You are a wish come true, but you're not their reality right now, and it brings them a lot of sadness. They know how to make themselves happy, but it's a long road to get there, and they don't know if you're able to wait for them in that period. You know, we also have same. So this comes up when the two of you are experiencing the same things. It's good and bad, group 3, if I'm honest. I nearly said 2 because that came out for group 2 as well. The reason why I say it's bad is because if this person has pain in their life right now, then you are also feeling that. You are also experiencing that. And it's really important that you try to separate that pain from yourself. It is not your responsibility to heal this person, to work through their karma for them. We have sex with you. At the moment, the success is limited with the 6 reverse. They feel unbalanced. They feel incredibly unbalanced. We have yes, definitely there is someone else. Wow. So that is a very clear message to me that most of you are dealing with a third-party situation. However, your person is feeling strongly motivated towards changing their life. Now, I wouldn't recommend waiting for anybody, if I'm honest. And I don't really like to focus on readings about third parties because I think that the main reason that we're all here is to focus on ourselves. If this person has other things in their life right now, that is their responsibility. That is their burdens. That is their commitments. It is really important that you will get advice, but that you focus on your own actions, your own happiness, your own joy. Your person is, even if there isn't anybody, they're incredibly overwhelmed by their other responsibilities right now, and they do need to work through that. We have words do hurt. That's why they've stopped talking. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to create more pain in this situation. Group 3, Spirit. I just saw I want you. So there is incredible sexual attraction towards you, group 3. However, they are having to keep you at a distance? Have I lost everything? So that is another reason why they haven't stepped forward, okay? Because it's too much risk right now. I'm sorry, I feel like my nose has just gone incredibly crazy. Sorry, group 3. This feels like a very different kind of reading tonight. Unfortunately, it's not how I was expecting it to go, but I don't believe in coincidences. So I'm still going to release this reading and we'll see what happens. But what I'm feeling here is that their inaction is fueled by fear of risk, of losing everything. Your person has to overcome a lot of fear, and as long as they let fear influence their actions, then they're not going to be allowing love into the situation. This is definitely something that they need to work through. It's a temporary energy, can I just emphasize? At the time that you are seeing this reading, this is how your person's energy is reflecting. However, they will get through this. There is an incredible amount of determination for happiness here. Your person is a wizard, and they want you to know that this is temporary. They're going to get through this, but it's also not your responsibility to help them through this. They want to be strong enough to have a future with you, but right now their present is so messy, and they're having to really pull their energy away, and they've done that several times in this reading. They want to be authentic with you. They want to have pleasure with you, but they're trying to be a good person. And they feel like they have too much responsibility right now that they need to work through. The road isn't open yet, but they want it to be. We have Let Me Have You reversed, which came out a few times, but this is the first time it's actually fallen out of the deck. So there is this sexual energy, but they have obstacles they need to overcome before they can have you. That's why the 7 is here. They have obstacles, they have choices, they have responsibilities that they need to tend to before they can have you, group 3. And this love does scare them. However, it has also awakened them, and this was inevitable. The two of you crossed paths to trigger some sort of awareness within each other. They are remembering things. They're remembering their purpose. They're realizing where their true happiness lies, and more than anything, they're realizing that they're not happy right now, and that's incredibly painful to acknowledge, because they have no one else to blame except themselves. Bottom deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to take time, group 3. It is going to take time. Can I get an advice card for group 3, please, Spirit? What advice can we offer group 3? I've been offering you advice throughout the whole reading, but I want to hear what Spirit has to say. Group 3, please, Spirit. We have strategy, and this came out for group 2 as well. So I don't know if you guys were drawn to more than one group, but this card, especially right now after everything we've been through here, this card is really telling me that there are other avenues of your life that you could be focusing your energy on. Okay, group 3, don't feel rushed. This card is calling for you to have patience, but not about this person. Patience for yourself, group 3. Patience for yourself. Re-strategize. What do you deserve? What happiness can you create right here, right now, without waiting for the right person to come along and sweep you off your feet? How wonderful would that be? How much more wonderful is it to know that you can have all of that happiness right here and right now? All you need to do is set your intentions. What do you deserve, group 3? You deserve happiness. You deserve love. You deserve security. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. I mean, that's what I would say, but it's really important that you do that for yourself. This card is here because you've almost pinned yourself into one corner, and you've allowed yourself to stick to one particular vision for a little bit too long. It's time to get creative, group 3. There are other options out there, and I'm not just talking about romance here. I'm talking about in general. Your future shouldn't be pigeonholed just yet. You have opportunities, you have choices. With this card, Spirit is indicating that no dream is too big. Really sit on it. Be patient with yourself and analyze what you truly deserve. Now, what do you want from what you deserve, you know? I hope I'm not getting too confusing here. But when we look at what we deserve, all right, we deserve happiness. Okay, so what does that happiness look like for us? How can we create that happiness right here, right now? When we look at what we deserve, we see that we deserve love. Okay, now what does love look like for us? How can we create love right here, right now? And we just go down that list and we do that in order to keep ourselves present, but in order to also remind ourselves that we can get all of these things from within. We don't need somebody else to give that to us. And that is how we become more whole. And that is how we kind of help with that aching when we know that our soulmate is out there waiting for us. We can create this happiness. We can create this love right here, right now from within. And I hope that wasn't too self-love preachy, but I'm a massive self-love fan, and I just want to hug all of you. This is a lot to go through group 3, and I really want to emphasize that this energy is temporary. Your person is going to get through this, but they are asking for time. And in that period, it is really important that you don't stagnate. Continue focusing on yourself. Bottom deck energy is caring connections, 100%. This person is invested in you, but it's going to take them a while to get there. So until then, continue fostering that love for yourself. Buy yourself a bouquet of flowers, group 3. Pat yourself on the back for everything that you've overcome by yourself, you know? Appreciate the beautiful being that you are. Group 3, I hope that wasn't too scattered. I apologize again for my cat if he intervened. I can't remember. When I channel, I just kind of get through it all. But as always, you are the expert in your life, group 3. You are the longest reading out of all the 3 groups. If you made it this far, congratulations. Thank you so much for sticking through. Please look after yourself. You're the expert here. Take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye.